Super duper doo, how are you? Do you have great people in your life? I feel very privileged. I've got 4 puppy dogs, 2 beautiful boys and 2 beautiful girls, and they add massive value to my life. So there's a great question. Do you have beautiful people in your life? Are they adding massive value to your life? The neuroscientists suggest that we need human connection. If we don't have great people in our life, we're going to feel unloved or feel lonely, or those horrible things that affect our happy brain. So if I want to attract great people into my life, what have I got to do? Now, dogs, that's easy. You can buy a dog, you can rescue a dog, and that's what we do. We've got 4 rescue dogs. But then I have a responsibility. They need love, they need exercise, they need food, they need a great place to play. So I'm responsible for providing all of those so that my dogs feel loved, and then they feel protected, and they feel like they want to be living with us. Humans, how do we make sure that people want to be around us? And I always ask the very personal question, do you like being around yourself? Do you like who you are? Do you respect yourself? Do you like your own company? Because why would other people want to hang out with you if you don't like hanging out with yourself? Are you respectful? Are you kind? Are you optimistic? Are you a solution finder? Or do you whinge, moan and complain? And I'm not asking you personally, but is it possible that it's very difficult to have a great relationship if you treat people badly? For example, if you're constantly whinging, moaning and complaining, why would people want to hang out with you unless they are whingers, moaners and complainers themselves? If you've got bad manners, and I'm an old lady, and a lot of people say to me, Rowie, manners don't matter anymore. But the beautiful things like please and thank you and I'm sorry and I'm wrong or I was wrong, they seem to be missing from vocabulary. If you make a mistake, should you say I'm sorry? And not just say I'm sorry, but actually fix it and make it better. If you don't have good manners, is it possible that the people that do have good manners, who are respectful, because that's all good manners are, just being respectful of other human beings, they might not want to hang out with me if I've got bad manners. So I'm very aware of those things. The things that make relationships break down, which is being grumpy, nagging, criticising, gossiping, being judgmental. If you are that kind of person, you'll either attract that kind of person into your life, and or the great people who may have come into your life will either come in for a very short period of time and disappear, or they never come in the first place. I love puppy dogs because they're honest. You know exactly what you're going to get. They treat you beautifully. And wouldn't that be a great reputation as a human to have that reputation? That lady, that man is an optimistic, positive, solution-finding person that you can trust. For example, what a great reputation. So if you're ever lonely, 2 things to ask. Why don't I like being with me? And it's easy for me to say because even though I'm by myself, I'm out here with 4 puppy dogs, and I get that. Serotonin, the neurotransmitter, the connection neurotransmitter in your brain, the love drug. It's very easy when you've got 4 puppy dogs because they just add massive value to your love connection. But I'm also very aware that I like being by myself. I've got a beautiful husband. And we love being together. But I'm also aware that if I need my husband, I become needy. And I don't want to be that person. I'm also aware that life can throw horrible things at us, and he might not always be here. I might not always be here. We've obviously, as partners, we've talked about that. And I don't want to be the person that I can't live without my partner. I know that if something happened to Cayman, that he would want me to keep living with passion, enthusiasm and excitement for life, and vice versa. So if you need somebody, is it perhaps, why don't I like being by myself? Do I respect myself? Am I the kind of person that other people would respect and want to be friends with? And even if somebody comes into my life and there's those 3, season, reason and a lifetime, if somebody's only here for a reason, so they might be a customer or a client or a member at your health club or a client who you see irregularly, but do you want them to like being with you, love investing time with you, respect the time that they have with you, or are you okay with them leaving you saying, well, I've forgotten about her straight away, or I don't care that they're never in my life again? If somebody's in your life for only a season, and so today's a classic example, there's snow on the mountains, it's freezing cold, it's winter. Some people will only be in your life in winter time because they're there to help you out when it's cold, when you've got challenges, when you need help. Other people are only in your life in summertime when things are going great and it's fun and awesome and exciting, and they disappear in wintertime when things get tough. And isn't that nice when people reveal themselves? And that's probably my relationship survival kit, is that I can only be me, and I'm going to be the best person that I can be every day. Kind, respectful, non-judgmental, don't gossip, don't criticise. I can't stand any of those things. I don't want any of them in my life. But I can't change what other people do. So when somebody gossips or tries to gossip to me, because people just don't, my response to gossip is, if you gossip to me, you gossip about me, that makes your gossip go away. That's a pretty good way to get rid of gossips out of your life. But I don't want to have those people in my life. And if they do those things, if they're nasty, if they're judgmental, if they criticise, I'm very thankful for that. I'm never angry about it. I'm thankful for it, because now they've revealed who they are. I don't have to have them in my life. I can just say, thank you very much. I now know who you are. Please go away. And you might not need to say that. Rather, however, than just not return calls, because a lot of people do that too. I don't want to have them in my life anymore, so I just ignore them completely. There's a great thing to consider. If somebody's rude to you and then you're rude back, what does that say about you? It's one of the absolute strong commitments that I've made to my entire life, is regardless of how somebody treats me, I'm never going to treat them the same back, because I don't want to lower myself to that horrible standard. If somebody's rude and horrible, I don't want to be rude and horrible, I'll say that again, because otherwise I would be the same as them. So I don't want to do that. So whoever you've got in your life, whoever you want to attract into your life, are you that person? And then the people that you have in your life, do they feel loved? Do they feel respected? There's a great quote: if you love somebody, you can't just tell them, you have to show them. And you can't just show them, you have to tell them. We all have different love languages. Some of us like to be told, some of us like beautiful things done for us, some of us like gifts, some of us like written words, some of us like spoken words. We all have different ways to feel loved. There's a great expression in personal relationships that a man needs to have sex to feel loved, and a woman needs to feel loved to have sex, which is quite a conundrum really in a relationship. But if you're aware of that, it might mean that you want to do beautiful things for your partner to make them feel good, to make them feel wanted, to make them feel that they're very special to you. So relationships are very complicated, I get that. But I want to have great people in my life. How about you? So I'm going to be the best person that I can be every day so that I can attract great people into my life. But the beautiful thing is, if you don't attract anybody into your life, and I'll use this as a very personal example, I have very few people in my life because most people can't be in my life. Rowie's happy all the time. I've had many people say to me, Rowie, I just can't do it. I can't be happy all the time. I can't be positive all the time. I can't be optimistic all the time. You're too hard to be friends with. And I really appreciate the honesty, and I also don't want them in my life, because somebody that's not prepared to put the effort in to be positive and optimistic and a solution finder, that's who they are, but I don't have to have them in my life. So who do you want to have in your life? Who are you so you can attract that kind of person into your life? And then if you're by yourself, isn't that awesome? And just as a very personal side note, as I always ask, puppy dogs are the ultimate way to put love, unconditional love, into your life. So if you ever feel lonely and you ever want to feel unconditionally loved, please rescue a puppy dog. One of the things that a lot of dog owners share with me, when they lose a dog, they can't get another one because they feel too sad. Well, at our house, every time we know that our last puppy dog, he was 21, so we knew he wasn't going to be around for very long. So we had already organised to rescue another puppy before he even left us, because we knew that it wasn't going to be long before he left us. Because there's another puppy dog out there that needs our love. That's the way we live our life, because we want to add value to the world, and we love puppy dogs. And I'm not sharing that with you for any other reason, that if you love dogs too, and you lose a puppy dog, please go and get another rescue dog straight away, because the puppy dog world, there's hundreds and thousands of puppy dogs that aren't loved, but they are the ultimate givers of great love. So live your life to the max, adding value to the world, being the person that you love and respect yourself, and that other people would love and respect. And if you possibly can, rescue a puppy dog. Live your life to the max with puppy dog. What do you reckon, Betty? Gorgeous puppy dogs. Woohoo!